Have you always heard of the term hormonal imbalance, but always wonder if you do actually suffer from hormonal imbalance? In this video, I'll be sharing with you what are some of the signs that you will experience if you do suffer from hormonal imbalance. And in another video, also on this channel, I will be sharing with you what are some of the lifestyle changes and natural remedies, including supplements and essential oils that you can use to help you in balancing your hormones. Hi everyone, I'm Matilda here and I am a certified clinical aromatherapist. I am also a master trainer for internationally accredited aromatherapy courses. Just a disclaimer here, I am neither a medically trained doctor and neither am I a nutritionist. But this topic is very close to my heart because I used to suffer from hormonal imbalances since my teens. So I am sharing with you some of the experiences that I've gone through and also to educate women on how changing our lifestyle habits and how using natural remedies such as aromatherapy can actually have a very profound effect on our health and wellness. If you like this video, do smash the like button and subscribe to this channel over here so that you will be updated on all the upcoming videos. Since my teenage years, I've always had very bad menstrual cramps, and whenever I get my periods, I will be reeling in pain, rolling in bed. And I'm sure some of you may also have this same experience as me. And also, in my growing up years, I actually have, quite a lot of acne on my face. Although it's not very obvious right now, but if you do look very closely, you might still see some traces of acne scars. Later on in my 20s, I actually discovered that I am suffering from PCOS. So, PCOS actually stands for polycystic ovarian syndrome. Some people also call it by the term PCOD. So, what happens is that both of my ovaries actually have multiple cysts, liquid cysts. And if I'm not on medication, I could miss my periods for as long as 6 months. So that is what really started me off on this holistic journey of mine. And if you are interested in finding out more on PCOS, I will be sharing more in my next video. So do smash the like button and subscribe to the channel below to be updated on the next videos. All right, so let's dive in on number one. What's the number one sign of hormonal imbalance? I think that's very clear. Of course, irregular periods. So ladies out there, if you suffer from irregular periods, and I'm not saying irregular as in missing 1 or 2 days, coming earlier 1 or 2 days, later by 1 or 2 days, but more of like if you miss your period for the entire month, maybe for 2 months, and consistently you've always been missing your periods, or maybe you have very scanty periods, or maybe you have very, very heavy periods, or it could be sometimes for some ladies, maybe they experience, prolonged periods for like 2 weeks. They have like periods every 2 months, and every time it comes, it could last for like 2 weeks. Then that's considered irregular, and you may want to go for further checks. I also mentioned when I was in my teens, I used to suffer from a lot of acne breakout. So if you will have like a lot of acne, especially, acne along your jawline, your chin area, that could suggest that you're actually suffering from hormonal acne. So if that is the case, that's another sign for you to take note of. Also, if you are experiencing unexplained weight gain or like a lot of water retention, and I'm not saying gaining weight because you've eaten a lot and you've not been exercising. On the contrary, if you've not been eating a lot, if you've been dieting, you've just been drinking liquids, and you've also been exercising your ass off, but you still put on weight, then that could be hormonal weight gain, and you might also want to go and get it checked. Another sign of hormonal imbalance is low libido. For ladies, whenever you have intercourse, if it's very painful, and that's why you don't really want to have, sexual intimacy with your partner, and not because you are repelled by your partner. In fact, you love your partner so much, but because intercourse is so painful, you don't want it. It could be a sign that maybe you're suffering from fibroids or even endometriosis. It could suggest that there's some kind of endocrine system disorder. So, for that, you might want to go get it checked. And also, for some ladies, maybe you're experiencing low levels of estrogen or testosterone. There's some kind of imbalance in your hormonal levels, and that's why you actually experience vagina dryness. So of course, if you know you are approaching menopausal age, then that might be a common symptom for premenopause. However, if you're still young and you're not at that age, not at that stage yet, then that might be a cause for concern, and you might want to go for further checks as well. For some of you who may be trying very hard to conceive but have problems doing so, it could also be due to hormonal imbalance. Of course, there's a lot of causes leading up to infertility, but there are certain scenarios whereby if it's just, imbalances in certain hormones, there are some simpler fixes or some natural remedies or alternative therapies that you could actually explore. Or maybe it could be that you just need a more disciplined lifestyle. Maybe you need to make some dietary adjustments, lifestyle adjustments. It's important for you to first get a checkup done at your doctor to see what's the cause of your infertility. And from there, we could possibly work together with you to explore what are the other alternative therapies that are available for you. Another sign could be mood swings. So when I was suffering from PCOS, I feel irritable, easily irritable all the time. And I just somehow don't feel happy. However, if you are the kind of person who feels moody all the time since young, then that might not be the case. But however, if at a certain stage of your life, if there's no really stressful events that's affecting your moods, however, you've been moody, that could be a sign of hormonal imbalance as well. Also, another sign could be insomnia. So, if you have problems sleeping and it's not because you've consumed too much caffeine or because there's some life event that stresses you out, that keeps you worrying and, keep you up at night, not a baby crying at night and you can't sleep, then it could also be a sign of hormonal imbalance. Also, if you feel tired all the time, if you experience chronic fatigue, even if you've been sleeping for 8 to 10 hours straight, and you feel that no matter how much you sleep, you still feel so tired, that could also be a sign of hormonal imbalance. So now that you've identified some of the signs of hormonal imbalance, how do we actually get ourselves tested, to be sure that we are suffering from certain kind of hormonal imbalance, and also to get tested on what are the hormones that are out of whack? Now, we can actually go to any doctor and request for a hormonal blood test done. You can actually specify what are some of the specific hormones to be tested. Otherwise, they'll give you a generic test, which may not cover all the hormones that you want to know if it's covered. I would recommend that you always get tested for some of these very common hormones like estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, DHEA, thyroid, FSH, LH, prolactin, as well as cortisol. So these are some of the common ones. Once you know the results, and when you find out what are some of the specific hormones that are imbalanced, we can then work with you to recommend a suitable lifestyle that can help support your hormonal health. So if you like this video, do smash the like button and subscribe to this channel below to be updated on the upcoming videos.